today.
Hello everyone, Olga show for you every Saturday night. Saturday night spent with Olga show. How about that? So Saturday night with Leno and Letterman kind of far away, and we are here locally, have guests every night. And today we have Lydia Thompson. Hi, how are you? This kind of long way and at the same time not long way. You are from Poland originally,
Yes,
is that correct?
Yes, I am, and actually I'm Lydia Paulińska Thompson, what I kind of emphasize because I want to show that that I also carry the Polish name.
Yes, for those who wants to see us on Ustream, you can see us on Ustream right now. Just search Olga show. Later our show will be available on YouTube as well. And we have Ashwin, my wonderful intern from Cupertino High School. And Lars, please, Lars.
Hi guys.
Faladi, actually from
Hi, everyone.
University, Berkeley.
Yes.
And we're gonna talk about CES again, Consumers Electronics Show, because that's a lot to cover. And I will come next year with much bigger team than I brought this time, because that wasn't enough people to cover everything. And Timur also was at the show. Hi, he's like behind the cameras. And
Yes, it was at the show. It was very, very cool and interesting, and a lot of interesting matter to discuss.
all right, so we do it every Saturday or maybe every other Saturday. We already did that. And last Saturday we were having another Polish guest, actually one business owner from Poland and his wife, American, and they were treating us with Polska food. Pierogi. Yes, and I had the chance to eat after the program because that's all we talk about, how wonderful food is.
Yeah.
Right? So, now tell me, Lydia, how long ago did you move to America?
It was 11 years ago, and actually I'm editor for a few publications in Poland, and also online publication here, what called in media and entertainment technologies, and so I'm covering for Poland and also for here. On the top of that, I'm also involved. I'm founder of Silicon Valley Trade Council, what is the international business development consulting for the companies coming to Silicon Valley and for companies going abroad. My specialty is Eastern Europe. So I will be happy to talk about CES and mostly about connected home, what is new, interesting, and very, very progressing term. And can I talk about
sure.
that?
Yeah, let's talk about it because we already, and we can comment it on it as well, because I think we saw each and every possible exhibit there. And we're overwhelmed, but we're happy. So I'm ready to do it again.
Oh, I'm not surprised that that you're overwhelmed, because it's 2 million square feet. The all exhibit hall. It's not just Las Vegas Convention Center, but also hotels like Venetian, when was Eureka Park, and LVH, Las Vegas Hotel, formerly Hilton. And so this area is 2 million square feet.
And Mandalay Bay, they had for
Oh, yeah,
press
exactly, and
release
Mandalay Bay.
ahead of time for us, so we can kind of get to know what's going on.
Over 3,400 exhibitors and 5,000 press. So it's really a large show.
You mean 5,000 press people?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I'm
5,000.
one of the like 5,000.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. So connectivity is very interesting term right now, and we're kind of familiar with this term because we are talking about connected cars, connected devices, and connected home. And I would like to talk about connected home today. It's like the solution of connected home is three-part solution. The first one is the appliances, that they have the module that allow to communicate with our devices, and it's communication module, so it's appliances like dishwasher or or dryer, and or oven, and the second part will be cloud, and the last one is the smartphone as a that we can connect to appliances, and actually we call that chat with appliances or talk with appliances, and so this is the three-part solution. Connectivity is very, very important for us in in this world, because people want to do things far away. So if they far away from home, they still want to control appliances. They want to control what's going on in the
They want to know
home.
who got into the
Oh,
house.
exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
who opened the garage door, what time, who could possibly be that person.
Actually, let's imagine you are far away. You're going home, or you drive home, and you still have 30 minutes to get home, and someone ring the bell on your front door, and you can see that person on the smartphone. Who is that? And according what you want to do, you can allow that person enter your house, or said no, or don't answer, or whatever action you want to take.
Yeah, in fact, we receive quick set
Mhm.
garage door, not garage door, but door lock. Yes.
Yeah, that also had an iPhone app for it to, for you to unlock the door with like an iPhone app, so you don't have to physically like find your key and try to turn it. You can just use an iPhone app. Plus, it's supposed to be super difficult to crack.
Yes, that's another part. Unfortunately, that is when we're talking about cloud, when we're talking about cloud computing, it's the issue of security, and that's become a very big issue. How secure are all these devices? But also the cloud, actually, why we need cloud for doing this connecting home? Just because cloud allowed us to, there's so many devices, smartphones, tablets, that we want to have this message, what's going on in our home. So cloud enables to get the entry to these devices, and because it's so many, it has to be web server somewhere. And when we talk about cloud, we just think cloud is somewhere above us, not necessarily. So as I said, the connectivity is very, very important, and the appliances that I saw at CES, there was on the not just connectivity appliances, but also like kitchen of the future almost. What it doesn't mean it's not on the market or will be this year, but it's very expensive solution, and bring not just connectivity but also technology together. And when we're talking about technology, what's happened, what's going on at Connected Home is all the appliances that we are using, they are more and more efficient in terms of using the energy or water. And talking about California, who experience right now the drought, and everyone is talking about cutting the water efficiency, it's become the big issue.
Yeah, in fact, I received a letter that even Christian Orthodox Church issued a letter where they will have a special maleben, like special mass tomorrow on Sunday. And the letter I wanted to read as well, so let me see if I would be able to find, because drought issue becoming a big issue these days, that's for sure. So you covered, maybe it's different than CES, but might as well, as we talk about drought, I would like to read that letter, because it's a big issue with water. So, but what would they have to have, like turning off the water at the cutting?
No. They short, for example, for the dishwasher, they shorten the cycle. So, for example, one of the big manufacturer, I believe it was LG or Samsung, they were showing the dishwasher that instead of cycle 38 minutes, has the cycle 18 minutes. So it means use less water, use less energy, and it's actually very. We as the owners of these appliances, we can see that on our bills. We are not just ecological, but also financial. Will be in better condition. So it's important in many ways.
Right, and that's where I found that Archbishop of San Francisco in Western America, Russian Orthodox Church outside of Russia, issued decree number 4E 2014 to all parishes and missions in California. As many of you are aware, the state of California is currently suffering with a drought that has been seen in a century. The drought, if it continues, can impact the lives of many either directly or indirectly in the most hazardous way. Following the precedents made by our ever-memorable predecessor, Archbishop Anthony Medvedev, during a similar calamity that struck California, we call upon all father rectors in the city of San Francisco to come to the cathedral on Sunday, February 2nd at 12:30 p.m. for a special Maleben for the ending of the drought. Text for the Maleben will be taken from Trebnik Book of Needs. Those clergy outside of the city of San Francisco are to serve the same Maleben on February 2nd in their respective communities following the divine liturgy. For the sake of expediency, this decree is being sent digitally to all parishes and missions located in California. Talking about how advanced now churches are, right? May our merciful Lord, through the prayers of the Holy Hierarch John, show mercy to his God-fearing people during these trying times. That's what issued January 31st of 2014. So that's, we can see that CES affected also parishes and churches. They issued this email very quickly to say, let's issue Maleben or Mass, special Mass to help people.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. The CES actually affecting that, but
prayer, yes, special
but
prayer.
The state of California required that the homeowners and other businesses, they cut the efficiency in water like 20% or something. And if that's not going to happen, the homeowners, for example, they will be paying the penalties. As far I know how it works. So it's probably also on the regulation and law stage, some kind of activities in that. But CES is absolutely imagine the trends that were going on, and I think we all wanted to be really ecological, because we have the resources that we can use and they are limited. So being efficient in energy or water, it's just become very, very important.
Yeah, I read recently that we might be looking at a 10-year or 20-year drought. Even some people think it might be a 200-year drought. And you don't have to go more than like 1,000 years back until the last time we had a 200-year long-lasting drought. So luckily we live in Silicon Valley, where we have the means to embrace such challenges.
So you means we will have
The
extra
technology?
startups, technology.
Yeah, technology will help.
The new water bringing startups. Let's see how the internet helps with that one.
Yeah, actually, I believe that they are already in the market and working on that, because maybe we have a problem with drought now in California, but there are other areas in all world that they are actually suffering because of the water shortage or something. So I believe that's already, but it's probably become the bigger issue now.
Yes, that's definitely a big issue with water shortage in California, and the more south we go, then bigger problem it gets. That's true. Now, from CS, was it your first time to come to that show, or?
No, that was my fourth. I have colleagues, editors that they were like over 20 years or something, and they have long history to compare. For me, for the fourth time was still overwhelming, really, because there is so much to see in just 3.5 days.
Mhm.
And interesting that preparation for this show is almost whole year, because can you imagine if there is a booth of the big manufacturer like Samsung or LG cost $1 million, and then they destroyed the after show, and they preparing the new one because there is so many devices, the television screens and everything. So
Yes.
if you wouldn't mind, I would like to talk more about this kitchen of the future. What is
Yeah,
very
that's a big issue
expensive.
for ladies, especially, but
Exactly.
and families, right?
We want to make life much easier, and it's become important. So the kitchen of the